welcome to my channel. It's Stephanie here, and I want to share with you my top 6 favorite romance books. The first book that's on my list is Roadside Assistant by Marie Hard. It's part of a series. I think there's 4 in the book. 4, I'm not sure, but this one is the second one, and it's one of my favorite ones. It's about this guy named Foley. He's like a player. He likes casual hookups, but he meets this girl named Cynthia, and that changes the game for him. Like, Cynthia's like firecracker. She doesn't take shit from nobody, and it's about their romance. And it's kind of like a little bit of love to hate, but it also has a little bit of insta love, more so in his end. But you need to guys check this one out. Next book is Love, Rosie, and this book is also a movie, and I love the movie and I love the book as equal. Two are a little bit different. The book is written in like email format, text message format, so it's kind of a little bit different for my liking, but I ended up loving this book. It's about 2 best friends. They were like, it's about 2 best friends, Alex and Rosie, and everyone knows they belong with each other, but those 2 don't see it. It's kind of typical, that kind of trope, like, everyone sees that you guys are in love, but how come you 2 can't see it? So they get separated. He goes off to college and she ends up being pregnant, but they still keep in contact, but things happen and they find out they love each other. It's about their love story. Next book is On the Island, and this is one of my favorite summer reads. I like to read this pretty much every summer. I just didn't read it last summer though. Kind of need to step it up because this summer we're gonna read this. And it's basically about a teacher who gets hired to tutor this kid who's 17. She's, I believe, 32, and she gets paid to basically go on the summer vacation to tutor him because he's on remission from cancer. And then something goes wrong and they get stuck in the island together and things happen. So it gets intense. It's good. You guys need to read it. Like, it's so good. Next book is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. A lot of people don't like this book. It's like one of those, like, either you like it or you don't. I was one that loved it. It was one that got me off of a reading slump. It's one I always go back to when I want to get out of a reading slump, and it's just it's very good. It's like, to me, it's like 50 Shades of Grey written way more better, like absolutely written better. Actually, it's not like 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, I guess a little, but not really. But it's about Miles and Tate and their romance. Miles is just a dark character. He's just, I don't know. He's not very good with his feelings. And these 2 kind of have like a friends with benefits situation that really just doesn't go. No, it's not working out. But there's a lot going on with Miles in his past that won't let him to fall in love with anybody. So it's a very good book. I'm sure a lot of you have read it, or if you haven't, I do recommend it, and let me know what you think about it. Next book is another Colleen Hoover book, It Ends With Us, and this one was an emotional read for me. I cried reading this, but it was so good. It's about a girl named Lily, and it has it's just basically her journey with this guy that she meets. I don't want to say too much about it because it's one of those you kind of need to not know that much, but she meets this guy and it goes from there. So that's all I'm gonna say about this. It's good. It will make you feel a lot of things. Next book is Easy, and this one has a special place in my heart because it was my first new adult read. So I had to put it in my favorite romance reads because every now and then I like to pick this up again and read it just for nostalgic reasons. But it's just amazing. It's about a guy named Lucas. I think his name's Lucas. named Lucas and Jacqueline. One night when she goes out and he ends up saving her, and they kind of just have an attraction for one another, but they have a lot of obstacles they have to overcome to be with each other. It is one of those where he's a damage. It's kind of like Ugly Love. It's kind of like Ugly Love where he has been through a lot and she's just trying to figure him out. But it's such a good book. I would recommend this. Like I said, it changed everything for me in the sense of like reading new adult books. Because before this book, I used to always read young adult books, and that's all I ever knew was young adult books. And there was to a point where I was not relating to any of those books anymore. Like, okay, I got the high school thing. Like, I'm in college now. Like, what do I read? And when I was 19, I read this. I think it was 18 or 18. I was reading this. I picked it up on a Target, and ever since then I was hooked on new adult. And from there I read adult romance, and I think Colleen Hoover was the one who got me introduced to adult romances. But I mean, I love how there's books now like where it can take you into college, where you can relate into the new era in your life. But I would say check this out. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for listening on my top 6 romances. All those they have nostalgic reasons of why I like them, and I always end up picking them up over and over again, and that's probably why they look so in bad condition, because I love those books so much and was really read. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.